It's Gurley power. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley, fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the Washington Redskins taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 20 carries, 93 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
The dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Redskins now backed up a bit here to start their first drive. They'll be led out by the runner-up for last year's MVP award, now in his 19th season, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a good shot.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 130 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5.
Hey, Mike. Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Go, go, go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Absolutely.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Play to win. Let
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now Breeze on third down. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Breeze. He's got his man. This is Jackson. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
95, 56, 95, 56. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Breeze going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Dalton sets up play action. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey.
Gurley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54 right there. 54 Mike.
2nd and 9. 50-yard line. Dolphins pass.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets it to Gurley, complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. That's caught out wide by Stills. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Play action now. Dalton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the out, watch the out. Mike 51, Mike 51.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Dalton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go! 95, 56. 25 to Mike. Come on, Eric, go get some. Go get some. Come on, Eric. Here, man.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. On first down, this is Adams.
Come on, QB, come on.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, yeah!
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On play action, it's Breeze. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ted Ginn, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Bills 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And Dalton to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. Williams loses the football.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
First down and 10.
54. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 2nd down. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Breeze now to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Breeze now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Doxson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Breeze. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here we go.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 32-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton, that's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dalton sets up play action.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets it to Brown, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Passing, it's Dalton. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Madison running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Seibert on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
56.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They run on 2nd down with Adams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Fights him off. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw here is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Breeze. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Right there, 56. You must be dreaming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Dalton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. The quick slant caught.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Is under review.
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Bills.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
11 yards there, first down. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First down.
On first down, Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
First down, Redskins.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Play action. Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Here's Breeze to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have to protect you.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
14 yards. And the Redskins.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Back to throw.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think I start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
He'll look to throw.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. To throw is Breeze. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete.
We play to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Now watch right. Hey, watch this. Check Mike 54.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
54. 3 buds.
They run. It's Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Keep playing. Let's get it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.